So let's get this straight. Ahsoka, Captain Rex, Boba Fett, and crap, I'm blanking on that Mandalorian girl from Star Wars Rebels, named Sabine. Sabine is all going to be in Mandalorian. On top of on top of Desert Satine's sister, who by this time would be an old lady, and Desert Satine would have been gone for like what, about 35, 40 years, because she got killed by Darth Maul in front of Obi-Wan in the Clone Wars. So Sabtine's sister is going to be in the Clone Wars. I mean, Mandalorian. Truthfully, it makes sense to have her in there because she's a Mandalorian. It kind of makes sense to have Boba Fett in the show because he has Mandalorian armor. And with the whole no removing masks or helmets thing, it does coordinate with what we've seen of Boba Fett in the original trilogy, because we've never seen Boba Fett take off his mask in the original trilogy. So maybe Boba was trying to go with the new Mandalorian way that was set after the Clone Wars ended. Here's the thing. This show is feeling less about Mando for season 2 and more about cameos. They're definitely ditching the whole "let the past die, kill it if you have to" speech that Kylo Ren gave to Rey in The Last Jedi, but I don't know. I'm not saying Ahsoka, Sabine, Rex, Boba Fett, or Desert Satine's sister are bad characters, because they are all good characters in their own right. But that's 6 cameos that we're going to get in the Clone Wars, in Mandalorian. And I even heard there's going to be a potential Luke. And I'm pretending all 6 characters that I listed before Luke are confirmed. I'm going to pretend for argument's sake that they're confirmed. And I've heard that Lucas might make a cameo in there. This seriously feels less like a show about Mando and Mandalorian, and more about, hey, let's make as many cameos from the 6 Star Wars movies that's in the Star Wars timeline where Mandalorian is at, or 7 if you count Clone Wars, or 8 if you count, or 9 if you count Solo and Rogue One. Let's get some characters from those 9 previous films, bring in Mandalorian. I say 9 because none of the main cast none of the main characters of the sequel trilogy was really born yet, or have any significance in the Star Wars galaxy at this point. But they're really, I don't know how to explain this in the proper way, but all these cameo announcements are making me worried. Because season 1 of Mandalorian was great. I enjoyed Mandalorian. Mandalorian is one of the best Star Wars content that we got since Disney has owned Star Wars. Mandalorian, Clone Wars Season 7, and Rogue One. Plus, if you want to say The Force Awakens, if you're not going to connect it to the sequel trilogy, are the best things in Star Wars since Disney came out, released, and Battlefront 2. And from what I've heard, Jedi Fallen Order. I don't know how I feel about this. Like, all these cameos, I mean, I'm not saying that they can't pull this off, because they can, but assuming, like I was saying earlier, that all, like, those 6 rumors are true, plus the Luke Skywalker rumor is true, then I feel like season 2 is more about, hey, let's make cameos, and focusing on less on the story. And I could be wrong, I could be worried for nothing, but I feel like there should be some characters that they're planning on like putting in the show where they don't announce, because we could get cameo fatigue before the show airs for the second season. And some, like, I kind of keep on forgetting Desatine's sister's name. That's why I always call her Desatine's sister. But she was a good character. We've seen her in Star Wars Clone Wars. We've seen her in a bit of Rebels. So, out of like the 6 characters that we got, I'm more on board seeing her than the other characters because she's pure Mandalorian. So, it fits into the show. I'm even saying, okay, somehow Boba Fett survived the Sarlacc pit ordeal in Return of the Jedi. I'm okay with Boba Fett. And I'm even okay with Satine. Uh, the Mandalorian person that was on the Ghost crew in Rebels. I am okay with her in isolation because she is a Mandalorian. But bringing Ahsoka, that will introduce the Force more. And the Force for Mandalorian, I thought was supposed to be a mystery. I mean, Baby Yoda is more of a mystery than we got in the Skywalker saga and the Palpatine trilogy, as I like to call the sequel trilogy. Like, will she use the Force? Will she use her lightsabers, or will she take Baby Yoda off of Mando's hands and teach him in the ways of the Force to become Baby Yoda can use his abilities for good, help people. Uh, just I'm okay with Satine's sister. I really am. She's like, I'm kind of excited for the other ones, and I'm a fan of the other characters. Satine's sister's the one I'm most excited for. But seeing how many cameos that we're getting, which is 6 or 4, plus a potential Luke Skywalker, which I've gone on record saying Luke Skywalker's my favorite Jedi, and if you hear the train in the background, yeah, sorry about that. I can't do anything about that. But yeah, I'm just worried that season 2 will focus more on cameos, doing like fan service, saying, hey, this is a character that a lot of people seem to love. Let's put this person in season 2. And I'm worried that they'll be so focused on cameos that it might dampen or hurt the storytelling process. Because, like I said, from what we got from Mandalorian so far, Mandalorian is one of the better parts to Disney Star Wars. So, as excited as I probably would be able to see the characters on live action in Mandalorian, because 90% of these characters that are being announced, we haven't not seen in live action. We've seen the Clone Troopers in live action, but not Captain Rex. We've seen Boba Fett in live action, but not without the helmet. So I don't know. It's not so much them making their live action debut, the ones that were in Rebels and Clone Wars. It's the fact that, okay, again, assuming that these rumors are true, we have 6 Star Wars characters that a lot of people love that are making a cameo in Mandalorian, plus a potential Luke Skywalker one. Like, what's the point of even calling this the Mandalorian anymore? This is kind of why it's good not to announce everything, because fans, like, in terms of cameos especially, because there are some things you want fans to experience firsthand. And if you're busy announcing cameos, that increases a potential worry for the fans. Like, will the cameos overshadow the storytelling? Will the writers of the story focus more on the cameos than the story? Like, I don't want that to happen, especially since Mandalorian is supposed to be 8 episodes next season, as well as like it was the first season. I don't know. I'm trying to be as positive as this as I can, and am in isolation. Am excited for the 6 Star Wars characters in isolation, but I'm also kind of concerned. But I'm hoping that I'm worrying over nothing. I'm genuinely hoping I'm worrying over nothing. So, what do you guys think? Are you guys excited like I am for seeing Duchess Satine's sister? And are you guys getting worried? Beginning to have some of the same worries as I do for Mandalorian Season 2? Or are you beginning to be worried for a different reason? Or are you guys excited for Mandalorian Season 2? Let me know in the comment section below. Love you all. Have a nice day. Be kind to one another. And may the force be with us all.